how do we describe this adventure that was all held together, I think, with, rubber bands and a bit of chewing gum, and however big the budget was, it was never big enough, but it was the dream that got them there ultimately. These brave men and women managed to make these rockets fly and then put some reckless, brave visionaries into these capsules and make them land on the moon. The bigger the space is and the further away we are, and the more epic the journey is somehow. So I thought a piece which, number one, included a lot of the sounds that, because the recordings of that time, there's a quality about it that is so mysterious, sound being sent back across space, and recorded badly with what was the best technology at the time, but still, it's there's a grittiness to it, and there's a danger in every sound. You can feel it could just go terribly wrong. So I thought that was a good place to start, and to actually make it a quiet piece, and make it a piece that starts off. You have to lean in, that far away from, it comes to you through the decades, like a memory, like a memory of a black and white image we saw on television, and through the haze, this tune is slowly starting to establish itself. The problem is when you write about space, since we all know there is no sound in space, so everything is an invention, But it isn't entirely an invention, because we do have those bleeps and these little signals that came from those satellites, and we have the sound of the rockets, etc. And modern technology allows us to turn those into musical instruments. Nothing is nothing, so you have to actually cheat, and you have to actually go and find a poetic way of describing silence, or to describe the vastness of this space with no gravity, with no nothing. Things are completely electronically created, and then suddenly you get the cello coming in and establishing some sort of humanity. And at the same time, by having the piano in there, that piece of, 600-year-old technology, that is so simple, and we all recognize it. It frames the strangeness and the surrealistic quality of the sounds from space beautifully, I think. It all comes down to that loneliness of that one little bleep, It sort of reminds us of how fragile, and when we look back onto our little blue dot of a planet.